この動画では be 動詞 is の状態と存在を表す言い方を徹底的に脳にすり込みます。飽きるほど聞くことで型が脳にすり込まれます。動画は以下の流れで進行します。今後も一点集中の学習動画を上げていくので、気に入った方はチャンネル登録と通知、動画の評価をお願いします。ではやっていきましょう。
Level 2.
The chocolate was sweet.
Is she free? She is polite.
Her book was interesting.
She isn't wise.
The tissue was soft. Was his computer under the floor?
Is Emily inside the library?
The water bottle wasn't in the backpack.
His cell phone is new.
Tom wasn't in the kitchen.
This trash can is full. The tissue isn't soft. This music isn't relaxing.
This music was relaxing. The table was in the dining room.
Lauren is outside the hospital. Is she beautiful? He is creative. Your plate isn't clean.
Was his car fast? Was he amusing?
Is that door closed?
The keyboard wasn't on the desk. Was this dish delicious?
He is at home.
He was at home.
Is my bed comfortable? The keyboard isn't on the desk. The umbrella is by the entrance.
This trash can wasn't full.
That door is closed.
David was inside the gym. Was the smartwatch on the wrist?
Her book is interesting. She isn't fun. The water bottle isn't in the backpack. He isn't in the room.
Was your hairdryer noisy?
His car isn't fast.
The keyboard was on the desk.
Is he patient?
Was he careful? The TV was by the sofa. My friend's cat was cute. The sky was clear.
She is fun. Sophia is inside the classroom. Is John near the office? She isn't in town.
The pen wasn't under the book. His glass wasn't empty. That door was closed. Was he humble?
The pen isn't under the book. His ball is in the box. Is the ball round?
The bird was small. The weather was warm. His chair was in the living room.
The TV is by the sofa.
She was intelligent.
Is the job easy?
Was his glass empty? Daniel wasn't in the mountains. Was he creative? Was she in town?
Is her book on the shelf? Her mirror is in the bathroom. Your laptop is near my phone.
My window was wide. The ball was round. He was quiet.
My key isn't by the table. She isn't intelligent.
Was the water bottle in the backpack? She was beautiful. Was Sophia inside the classroom?
His car is fast. He is strong. Is the bird small?
Was Megan under the bridge? She was kind. She wasn't hopeful. Was Daniel in the mountains? Was the umbrella by the entrance? Was Lisa near the garden?
This dish is delicious. She isn't charming. The camera is by the bag. This music is relaxing. He is careful.
His glass was empty.
Is she kind? Is Rachel outside the museum?
Was my key by the table?
The weather is warm. Is her book interesting? Is Andrew near the store? Megan isn't under the bridge. She isn't hopeful. Is she charming? Is my key by the table?
Was Chris inside the cinema? The ball wasn't round.
Is he strong? His clock isn't on the wall. Is he lovely?
He was in the room. The umbrella wasn't by the entrance.
He isn't quiet. He isn't lovely.
Your laptop wasn't light. Your towel wasn't under the bed. Sophia wasn't inside the classroom.
Is your plate clean?
The table wasn't in the dining room.
She isn't brave. Olivia isn't by the pool.
He was understanding.
Is this trash can full?
Was his clock on the wall? Was she hopeful?
The job is easy. The weather isn't warm. His glass isn't empty. Is his clock on the wall?
She wasn't charming. Olivia was by the pool. The shirt wasn't in the closet. The camera was by the bag. Was she at school? Was he quiet?
Jessica is inside the cafe. The table isn't in the dining room. She is hopeful.
He wasn't amusing. Sophia was inside the classroom. His chair wasn't in the living room.
Toto isn't here.
He wasn't at home.
She isn't calm.
Was the sky clear?
Is his chair in the living room?
She wasn't brave. Was my bed comfortable? He wasn't patient.
The table is in the dining room. Is she brave?
Was the job easy?
That computer is useful. Is he amusing?
She was somewhere.
Emily isn't inside the library. The smartwatch isn't on the wrist.
Was the keyboard on the desk?
Is Lisa near the garden? Is this movie touching? Is this music relaxing?
Mark was outside the park.
Is he positive? Is her mirror in the bathroom? David isn't inside the gym.
Was she excellent?
Is your laptop near my phone? He is in the room. The chocolate is sweet.
She was in town. Was Andrew near the store?
Chris isn't inside the cinema. Is she polite? Sophia isn't inside the classroom. She is there. The bird is small. Is the TV by the sofa? She is calm.
Was his chair in the living room?
Is he humble?
He wasn't in the room. Was the shirt in the closet?
Is the pen under the book? My bed isn't comfortable. His chair isn't in the living room.
His computer wasn't under the floor.
She is free.
He was strong. She was hopeful. Was my friend's cat cute?
Your TV is big.
This movie wasn't touching.
The coat is under the hanger.
Andrew was near the store.
The shirt isn't in the closet. My friend's cat is cute.
Was she wise?
Is my wallet under the chair?
She wasn't wise.
He is humble. She isn't there. Is she somewhere? Is she there?
He wasn't careful. Your TV wasn't big. This dish was delicious.
He isn't creative. Your glass isn't near the plate.
Your plate was clean. This movie was touching. Was he gentle? Was the banana in the basket? He was amazing.
Is she fun? She is brave.
His cell phone wasn't new.
Lisa isn't near the garden.
Was he lovely? My key was by the table. Your glass wasn't near the plate. The shirt was in the closet. The TV wasn't by the sofa.
Is Sophia inside the classroom? She is charming. Is your laptop light?
Was he understanding? Tom was in the kitchen.
Is he creative?
John wasn't near the office.
She isn't free.
Was this chair hard? Kevin was outside the stadium. Was this movie touching?
She isn't kind.
She wasn't intelligent. Chris was inside the cinema.
The banana isn't in the basket. She is beautiful.
My friend's cat wasn't cute.
Is Daniel in the mountains? Is the tissue soft? My bed isn't in the bedroom.
Was she polite?
She isn't anywhere. Is your hairdryer noisy?
Her book wasn't on the shelf. He wasn't understanding. He wasn't understanding.
Is Olivia by the pool?
This chair wasn't hard.
Is your TV big? Your laptop is light. Is Emma by the restaurant?
Was Emma by the restaurant?
Your laptop isn't light.
Was she free? Was he at home?
Andrew isn't near the store. Is the smartwatch on the wrist? The keyboard is on the desk. Is the banana in the basket? Her mirror isn't in the bathroom. Her book isn't interesting. Is she hopeful?
Was this trash can full? She was polite.
The chocolate isn't sweet.
Was the ball round? Was your plate clean?
Is he in the room?
His car was fast.
My bed is comfortable. Is the weather warm? Is he understanding?
The banana wasn't in the basket.
Is the umbrella by the entrance?
This dish wasn't delicious. Was she smart?
His ball isn't in the box. His glass is empty.
The banana was in the basket. Was the coat under the hanger? He was humble. She wasn't polite.
Her book is on the shelf. Rachel is outside the museum. Is his cell phone new?
Was your glass near the plate? Was Lauren outside the hospital?
My key is by the table. Is this dish delicious?
Olivia wasn't by the pool.
She is at school. He is impatient. His computer is under the floor. Your towel isn't under the bed.
She wasn't calm.
She isn't excellent.
He was gentle. My bed wasn't in the bedroom. Was his cell phone new? Chris wasn't inside the cinema.
This trash can isn't full. Kevin isn't outside the stadium. The shirt is in the closet.
Her book was on the shelf.
She isn't smiling. He is amusing.
He wasn't gentle.
Is she smiling? Jessica isn't inside the cafe.
Your glass was near the plate. She was free. Her mirror was in the bathroom. Lauren wasn't outside the hospital. He was lovely. Was your laptop near my phone? Was she calm?
Is Chris inside the cinema?
Was your laptop light? John was near the office.
She is somewhere.
Emily was inside the library. She wasn't excellent. Andrew wasn't near the store. Was your towel under the bed?
The banana is in the basket.
She wasn't free.
Is your towel under the bed?
Was Tom in the kitchen? Your lamp was bright. Was she there? The job was easy. He wasn't quiet. The job wasn't easy. His cell phone was new. That door wasn't closed.
Is the shirt in the closet?
That computer wasn't useful.
This movie isn't touching.
My wallet was under the chair. My window wasn't wide.
She is smart. He isn't understanding. Mark is outside the park.
Megan wasn't under the bridge.
Your lamp is bright.
The tissue wasn't soft. Your laptop wasn't near my phone. Her son was near the playroom.
Daniel is in the mountains.
Was the TV by the sofa?
Your towel is under the bed. My wallet isn't under the chair.
Jessica wasn't inside the cafe. Megan was under the bridge. Your laptop was light. Kevin wasn't outside the stadium.
He isn't amusing. This chair isn't hard. Chris is inside the cinema. Her son isn't near the playroom. She isn't at school.
Mark wasn't outside the park. Was your lamp bright?
She is smiling. Is he careful?
The camera wasn't by the bag.
My bed is in the bedroom.
Was Jessica inside the cafe? Your hairdryer wasn't noisy. Was she beautiful? The smartwatch wasn't on the wrist. Lisa was near the garden.
Is Tom in the kitchen? Is your lamp bright? Is his ball in the box? He isn't humble. The job isn't easy.
She wasn't anywhere. The water bottle was in the backpack.
She is wise.
Was she fun? Was the chocolate sweet?
Is she at school?
Emma was by the restaurant. Daniel was in the mountains. Was Emily inside the library? The weather wasn't warm. This music wasn't relaxing.
His clock is on the wall.
She was at school. Was he strong? Her son wasn't near the playroom. Was the pen under the book? She wasn't fun.
The ball isn't round. Emma isn't by the restaurant. She is excellent. Is the sky clear? This movie is touching. Andrew is near the store. She is intelligent.
He wasn't lovely. Was she kind?
Is the water bottle in the backpack? Is Mark outside the park? Is David inside the gym? The sky isn't clear. That door isn't closed.
She was calm.
Your plate is clean. My window isn't wide. She isn't polite.
Was her mirror in the bathroom?
She isn't smart.
Was his ball in the box? Toto wasn't here.
My window is wide.
The chocolate wasn't sweet. She wasn't at school.
Emily is inside the library.
His car wasn't fast.
Is Megan under the bridge?
Lisa wasn't near the garden. She was smiling. Was he amazing?
Is she intelligent? Is her son near the playroom?
Was David inside the gym?
He isn't positive. Daniel isn't in the mountains.
Was she smiling? She was smart.
Your hairdryer isn't noisy. The smartwatch is on the wrist.
She wasn't in town.
He is patient. Is the chocolate sweet? She is kind.
Was your TV big? My wallet wasn't under the chair. My key wasn't by the table.
Is she smart?
Was my wallet under the chair? She wasn't there. Was her son near the playroom?
Your TV isn't big. Is the coat under the hanger?
He wasn't amazing. Was he patient?
He isn't gentle. Is she calm? Is the table in the dining room? Is the camera by the bag? Is he amazing? Megan is under the bridge. This dish isn't delicious.
The pen was under the book.
Is his glass empty? Is Toto here?
David wasn't inside the gym.
Your hairdryer is noisy.
Was this music relaxing? Was the camera by the bag? Was Toto here? Lauren was outside the hospital. Rachel was outside the museum. The umbrella was by the entrance. The smartwatch was on the wrist.
Is this chair hard?
Was her book interesting?
John is near the office. Your laptop isn't near my phone.
Was the tissue soft?
Is that computer useful?
Jessica was inside the cafe.
Is she excellent?
He was positive.
Her son is near the playroom. His chair is in the living room.
His clock wasn't on the wall. Was he in the room? This chair was hard. His ball was in the box. She wasn't beautiful.
That computer isn't useful. The ball is round.
She wasn't kind.
My friend's cat isn't cute.
He wasn't humble. Your plate wasn't clean.
Is Jessica inside the cafe? Lauren isn't outside the hospital.
The sky wasn't clear.
Is Lauren outside the hospital?
He wasn't strong. My bed was comfortable.
He isn't strong. Tom isn't in the kitchen. Toto is here. She isn't beautiful. Your glass is near the plate.
Your TV was big.
Emma is by the restaurant. The tissue is soft.
The bird wasn't small.
He is positive.
Was she intelligent?
He isn't amazing.
Was the weather warm? Your towel was under the bed.
He is gentle.
Was Kevin outside the stadium? She was fun.
The water bottle is in the backpack. Is Kevin outside the stadium? My wallet is under the chair.
He was amusing.
Olivia is by the pool. Your lamp isn't bright.
She wasn't smiling.
Is the keyboard on the desk? His computer isn't under the floor.
He was careful. My bed was in the bedroom.
He is lovely. David is inside the gym.
Rachel wasn't outside the museum. Your hairdryer was noisy. His ball wasn't in the box.
Is my friend's cat cute?
He was patient.
Rachel isn't outside the museum.
Was Olivia by the pool? He was creative. My bed wasn't comfortable. Her book wasn't interesting. Was she charming?
He isn't at home.
Her mirror wasn't in the bathroom.
He is understanding. Is he gentle? The umbrella isn't by the entrance.
He wasn't creative. His computer was under the floor. Was her book on the shelf? She was brave. The coat wasn't under the hanger. That computer was useful. Was Mark outside the park?
John isn't near the office.
He wasn't positive.
Is his car fast?
Your laptop was near my phone. Was that door closed?
He isn't careful.
She was wise.
Is she wise?
Was the bird small?
He is quiet. Is your glass near the plate? Lisa is near the garden.
Your lamp wasn't bright. Was my bed in the bedroom? Was she somewhere? She wasn't smart.
Her book isn't on the shelf.
Was she brave?
Is he at home? Is his computer under the floor? She is in town. Tom is in the kitchen.
Was my window wide? Was John near the office?
The pen is under the book. The camera isn't by the bag.
Was the table in the dining room?
Is he quiet?
Toto was here.
Kevin is outside the stadium. The sky is clear. His cell phone isn't new.
Was that computer useful? She was charming. She was there. This trash can was full.
The bird isn't small.
Emily wasn't inside the library.
He is amazing.
She was excellent. His clock was on the wall.
Is my bed in the bedroom? Mark isn't outside the park. Is she in town? The TV isn't by the sofa. Is my window wide?
The coat was under the hanger.
The coat isn't under the hanger.
Emma wasn't by the restaurant. Was he positive?
This chair is hard.
Level 1.
She is fun.
彼女は楽しいです。
He is quiet.
彼は静かです。
She is kind.
彼女は親切です。
She is calm.
彼女は穏やかです。
She is wise.
彼女は賢明です。
She is free.
彼女は自由です。
He is strong.
彼は強いです。
She is smart.
彼女は頭がいいです。
He is gentle.
彼は優しいです。
He is lovely.
彼は可愛らしいです。
She is brave.
彼女は勇敢です。
He is humble.
彼は謙虚です。
He is patient.
彼は辛抱強いです。
She is polite.
彼女は礼儀正しいです。
He is amazing.
彼は素晴らしいです。
He is amusing.
彼は面白いです。
He is careful.
彼は注意深いです。
She is smiling.
彼女は微笑んでいます。
He is creative.
彼は創造的です。
He is positive.
彼は前向きです。
She is hopeful.
彼女は希望に満ちています。
She is charming.
彼女は魅力的です。
She is excellent.
彼女は優れています。
She is beautiful.
彼女は美しいです。
She is intelligent.
彼女は知的です。
He is understanding.
彼は理解しています。
Your TV is big.
あなたのテレビは大きいです。
My friend's cat is cute.
私の友達の猫は可愛いです。
His car is fast.
彼の車は速いです。
The job is easy.
その仕事は簡単です。
The sky is clear.
空は晴れています。
The bird is small.
その鳥は小さいです。
The ball is round.
そのボールは丸いです。
This chair is hard.
この椅子は硬いです。
That door is closed.
あのドアは閉まっています。
Your lamp is bright.
あなたのランプは明るいです。
His glass is empty.
彼のグラスは空です。
Your plate is clean.
あなたの皿はきれいです。
My window is wide.
私の窓は広いです。
The tissue is soft.
そのティッシュは柔らかいです。
Your laptop is light.
あなたのノートパソコンは軽いです。
The weather is warm.
天気は暖かいです。
His cell phone is new.
彼の携帯電話は新しいです。
This trash can is full.
このゴミ箱はいっぱいです。
That computer is useful.
そのコンピュータは役立ちます。
The chocolate is sweet.
そのチョコレートは甘いです。
My bed is comfortable.
私のベッドは快適です。
Your hairdryer is noisy.
あなたのヘアドライヤーはうるさいです。
This dish is delicious.
この料理は美味しいです。
This music is relaxing.
この音楽はリラックスできます。
This movie is touching.
この映画は感動的です。
Her book is interesting.
彼女の本は面白いです。
She isn't fun.
彼女は楽しくないです。
He isn't quiet.
彼は静かではないです。
She isn't kind.
彼女は親切ではないです。
She isn't calm.
彼女は冷静ではないです。
She isn't wise.
彼女は賢明ではないです。
She isn't free.
彼女は自由ではないです。
He isn't strong.
彼は強くないです。
She isn't smart.
彼女は賢くないです。
He isn't gentle.
彼は優しくないです。
He isn't lovely.
彼は愛らしくないです。
She isn't brave.
彼女は勇敢ではないです。
He isn't humble.
彼は謙虚ではありません。
He isn't patient.
彼は辛抱強くないです。
She isn't polite.
彼女は礼儀正しくないです。
He isn't amazing.
彼は素晴らしくないです。
He isn't amusing.
彼は面白くないです。
He isn't careful.
彼は注意深くないです。
She isn't smiling.
彼女は微笑んでいません。
He isn't creative.
彼は創造的ではないです。
He isn't positive.
彼は前向きではないです。
She isn't hopeful.
彼女は希望を抱いてないです。
She isn't charming.
彼女は魅力的ではありません。
She isn't excellent.
彼女は優れていません。
She isn't beautiful.
彼女は美しくないです。
She isn't intelligent.
彼女は知的ではありません。
He isn't understanding.
彼は理解していません。
Your TV isn't big.
あなたのテレビは大きくないです。
My friend's cat isn't cute.
私の友達の猫は可愛くないです。
His car isn't fast.
彼の車は速くないです。
The job isn't easy.
仕事は簡単ではないです。
The sky isn't clear.
空は晴れていません。
The bird isn't small.
鳥は小さくないです。
The ball isn't round.
ボールは丸くないです。
This chair isn't hard.
この椅子は硬くないです。
That door isn't closed.
そのドアは閉まっていません。
Your lamp isn't bright.
あなたのランプは明るくないです。
His glass isn't empty.
彼のグラスは空ではないです。
Your plate isn't clean.
あなたの皿はきれいではないです。
My window isn't wide.
私の窓は広くないです。
The tissue isn't soft.
ティッシュは柔らかくないです。
Your laptop isn't light.
あなたのノートパソコンは軽くないです。
The weather isn't warm.
天気は暖かくないです。
His cell phone isn't new.
彼の携帯電話は新しくないです。
This trash can isn't full.
このゴミ箱はいっぱいではないです。
That computer isn't useful.
そのコンピュータは役立ちません。
The chocolate isn't sweet.
チョコレートは甘くないです。
My bed isn't comfortable.
私のベッドは快適ではないです。
Your hairdryer isn't noisy.
あなたのヘアドライヤーはうるさいです。
This dish isn't delicious.
この料理は美味しくないです。
This music isn't relaxing.
この音楽はリラックスできません。
This movie isn't touching.
この映画は感動的ではないです。
Her book isn't interesting.
彼女の本は興味深くないです。
Is she fun?
彼女は楽しいですか？
Is he quiet?
彼は静かですか？
Is she kind?
彼女は親切ですか？
Is she calm?
彼女は冷静ですか？
Is she wise?
彼女は賢明ですか？
Is she free?
彼女は自由ですか？
Is he strong?
彼は強いですか？
Is she smart?
彼女は賢いですか？
Is he gentle?
彼は優しいですか？
Is he lovely?
彼は愛らしいですか？
Is she brave?
彼女は勇敢ですか？
Is he humble?
彼は謙虚ですか？
Is he patient?
彼は辛抱強いですか？
Is she polite?
彼女は礼儀正しいですか？
Is he amazing?
彼は素晴らしいですか？
Is he amusing?
彼は面白いですか？
Is he careful?
彼は注意深いですか？
Is she smiling?
彼女は微笑んでいますか？
Is he creative?
彼は創造的ですか？
Is he positive?
彼は前向きですか？
Is she hopeful?
彼女は希望的ですか？
Is she charming?
彼女は魅力的ですか？
Is she excellent?
彼女は優れていますか？
Is she beautiful?
彼女は美しいですか？
Is she intelligent?
彼女は知的ですか？
Is he understanding?
彼は理解していますか？
Is your TV big?
あなたのテレビは大きいですか？
Is my friend's cat cute?
私の友達の猫は可愛いですか？
Is his car fast?
彼の車は速いですか？
Is the job easy?
その仕事は簡単ですか？
Is the sky clear?
空は晴れていますか？
Is the bird small?
鳥は小さいですか？
Is the ball round?
ボールは丸いですか？
Is this chair hard?
この椅子は硬いですか？
Is that door closed?
そのドアは閉まっていますか？
Is your lamp bright?
あなたのランプは明るいですか？
Is his glass empty?
彼のグラスは空ですか？
Is your plate clean?
あなたの皿はきれいですか？
Is my window wide?
私の窓は広いですか？
Is the tissue soft?
ティッシュは柔らかいですか？
Is your laptop light?
あなたのノートパソコンは軽いですか？
Is the weather warm?
天気は暖かいですか？
Is his cell phone new?
彼の携帯電話は新しいですか？
Is this trash can full?
このゴミ箱はいっぱいですか？
Is that computer useful?
そのコンピュータは役立ちますか？
Is the chocolate sweet?
チョコレートは甘いですか？
Is my bed comfortable?
私のベッドは快適ですか？
Is your hairdryer noisy?
あなたのヘアドライヤーはうるさいですか？
Is this dish delicious?
この料理は美味しいですか？
Is this music relaxing?
この音楽はリラックスしていますか？
Is this movie touching?
この映画は感動的ですか？
Is her book interesting?
彼女の本は面白いですか？
His ball is in the box.
彼のボールは箱の中にあります。
The banana is in the basket.
バナナはバスケットの中にあります。
My bed is in the bedroom.
私のベッドは寝室にあります。
His chair is in the living room.
彼の椅子はリビングルームにあります。
Her mirror is in the bathroom.
彼女の鏡はバスルームにあります。
The shirt is in the closet.
シャツはクローゼットの中にあります。
The table is in the dining room.
テーブルはダイニングルームにあります。
The water bottle is in the backpack.
水筒はバックパックの中にあります。
The smartwatch is on the wrist.
スマートウォッチは手首にあります。
His clock is on the wall.
彼の時計は壁にあります。
Her book is on the shelf.
彼女の本は棚にあります。
Your laptop is near my phone.
あなたのノートパソコンは私の携帯電話の近くにあります。
The keyboard is on the desk.
キーボードは机にあります。
His computer is under the floor.
彼のコンピュータは床の下にあります。
The pen is under the book.
ペンは本の下にあります。
Your towel is under the bed.
あなたのタオルはベッドの下にあります。
The coat is under the hanger.
コートはハンガーの下にあります。
My wallet is under the chair.
私の財布は椅子の下にあります。
The camera is by the bag.
カメラはバッグのそばにあります。
My key is by the table.
私の鍵はテーブルのそばにあります。
The TV is by the sofa.
テレビはソファーのそばにあります。
The umbrella is by the entrance.
傘は玄関のそばにあります。
Her son is near the playroom.
彼女の息子はプレイルームの近くにいます。
Your glass is near the plate.
あなたのグラスはお皿の近くにあります。
Toto is here.
トトはここにいます。
She is somewhere.
彼女はどこかにいます。
She is there.
彼女はそこにいます。
She is in town.
彼女は町にいます。
He is in the room.
彼は部屋にいます。
Tom is in the kitchen.
トムはキッチンにいます。
Daniel is in the mountains.
ダニエルは山にいます。
Megan is under the bridge.
メーガンは橋の下にいます。
Olivia is by the pool.
オリビアはプールのそばにいます。
Emma is by the restaurant.
エマはレストランのそばにいます。
Lisa is near the garden.
リサは庭の近くにいます。
Andrew is near the store.
アンドリューは店の近くにいます。
John is near the office.
ジョンは会社の近くにいます。
He is at home.
彼は家にいます。
She is at school.
彼女は学校にいます。
Jessica is inside the cafe.
ジェシカはカフェの中にいます。
Chris is inside the cinema.
クリスは映画館の中にいます。
Emily is inside the library.
エミリーは図書館の中にいます。
David is inside the gym.
デイビッドはジムの中にいます。
Sophia is inside the classroom.
ソフィアは教室の中にいます。
Mark is outside the park.
マークは公園の外にいます。
Kevin is outside the stadium.
ケビンはスタジアムの外にいます。
Rachel is outside the museum.
レイチェルは博物館の外にいます。
Lauren is outside the hospital.
ローレンは病院の外にいます。
His ball isn't in the box.
彼のボールは箱の中にないです。
The banana isn't in the basket.
そのバナナはバスケットの中にありません。
My bed isn't in the bedroom.
私のベッドは寝室にありません。
His chair isn't in the living room.
彼の椅子はリビングルームにありません。
Her mirror isn't in the bathroom.
彼女の鏡はバスルームにありません。
The shirt isn't in the closet.
そのシャツはクローゼットの中にありません。
The table isn't in the dining room.
そのテーブルはダイニングルームにありません。
The water bottle isn't in the backpack.
水筒はバックパックの中にありません。
The smartwatch isn't on the wrist.
スマートウォッチは手首にありません。
His clock isn't on the wall.
彼の時計は壁にかかっていません。
Her book isn't on the shelf.
彼女の本は棚にありません。
Your laptop isn't near my phone.
あなたのノートパソコンは私の携帯の近くにないです。
The keyboard isn't on the desk.
キーボードは机にないです。
His computer isn't under the floor.
彼のコンピュータは床の下にないです。
The pen isn't under the book.
ペンは本の下にないです。
Your towel isn't under the bed.
あなたのタオルはベッドの下にないです。
The coat isn't under the hanger.
コートはハンガーの下にないです。
My wallet isn't under the chair.
私の財布は椅子の下にないです。
The camera isn't by the bag.
カメラはバッグのそばにありません。
My key isn't by the table.
私の鍵はテーブルのそばにありません。
The TV isn't by the sofa.
テレビはソファーのそばにありません。
The umbrella isn't by the entrance.
傘は入り口のそばにありません。
Her son isn't near the playroom.
彼女の息子はプレイルームの近くにいません。
Your glass isn't near the plate.
あなたのグラスはプレートのそばにありません。
Toto isn't here.
トトはここにいません。
She isn't anywhere.
彼女はどこにもいません。
She isn't there.
彼女はそこにいません。
She isn't in town.
彼女は街にいません。
He isn't in the room.
彼は部屋にいません。
Tom isn't in the kitchen.
トムは台所にいません。
Daniel isn't in the mountains.
ダニエルは山にいません。
Megan isn't under the bridge.
メーガンは橋の下にいません。
Olivia isn't by the pool.
オリビアはプールのそばにいません。
Emma isn't by the restaurant.
エマはレストランのそばにいません。
Lisa isn't near the garden.
リサは庭の近くにいません。
Andrew isn't near the store.
アンドリューは店の近くにいません。
John isn't near the office.
ジョンはオフィスの近くにいません。
He isn't at home.
彼は家にいません。
She isn't at school.
彼女は学校にいません。
Jessica isn't inside the cafe.
ジェシカはカフェの中にいません。
Chris isn't inside the cinema.
クリスは映画館の中にいません。
Emily isn't inside the library.
エミリーは図書館の中にいません。
David isn't inside the gym.
デイビッドはジムの中にいません。
Sophia isn't inside the classroom.
ソフィアは教室の中にいません。
Mark isn't outside the park.
マークは公園の外にいません。
Kevin isn't outside the stadium.
ケビンはスタジアムの外にいません。
Rachel isn't outside the museum.
レイチェルは博物館の外にいません。
Lauren isn't outside the hospital.
ローレンは病院の外にいません。
Is his ball in the box?
彼のボールは箱の中にありますか？
Is the banana in the basket?
バナナはバスケットにありますか？
Is my bed in the bedroom?
私のベッドは寝室にありますか？
Is his chair in the living room?
彼の椅子はリビングルームにありますか？
Is her mirror in the bathroom?
彼女の鏡はバスルームにありますか？
Is the shirt in the closet?
そのシャツはクローゼットにありますか？
Is the table in the dining room?
テーブルはダイニングルームにありますか？
Is the water bottle in the backpack?
水筒はバックパックの中にありますか？
Is the smartwatch on the wrist?
スマートウォッチは手首にありますか？
Is his clock on the wall?
彼の時計は壁にかかっていますか？
Is her book on the shelf?
彼女の本は棚にありますか？
Is your laptop near my phone?
あなたのノートパソコンは私の携帯電話の近くにありますか？
Is the keyboard on the desk?
キーボードは机にありますか？
Is his computer under the floor?
彼のコンピュータは床の下にありますか？
Is the pen under the book?
ペンは本の下にありますか？
Is your towel under the bed?
あなたのタオルはベッドの下にありますか？
Is the coat under the hanger?
コートはハンガーの下にありますか？
Is my wallet under the chair?
私の財布は椅子の下にありますか？
Is the camera by the bag?
カメラはバッグのそばにありますか？
Is my key by the table?
私の鍵はテーブルのそばにありますか？
Is the TV by the sofa?
テレビは ソファーのそばにありますか？
Is the umbrella by the entrance?
傘は玄関のそばにありますか？
Is her son near the playroom?
彼女の息子はプレイルームの近くにいますか？
Is your glass near the plate?
あなたのグラスはプレートの近くにありますか？
Is Toto here?
トトはここにいますか？
Is she somewhere?
彼女はどこかにいますか？
Is she there?
彼女はそこにいますか？
Is she in town?
彼女は街にいますか？
Is he in the room?
彼は部屋にいますか？
Is Tom in the kitchen?
トムはキッチンにいますか？
Is Daniel in the mountains?
ダニエルは山にいますか？
Is Megan under the bridge?
メーガンは橋の下にいますか？
Is Olivia by the pool?
オリビアはプールのそばにいますか？
Is Emma by the restaurant?
エマはレストランのそばにいますか？
Is Lisa near the garden?
リサは庭の近くにいますか？
Is Andrew near the store?
アンドリューは店の近くにいますか？
Is John near the office?
ジョンはオフィスの近くにいますか？
Is he at home?
彼は家にいますか？
Is she at school?
彼女は学校にいますか？
Is Jessica inside the cafe?
ジェシカはカフェの中にいますか？
Is Chris inside the cinema?
クリスは映画館の中にいますか？
Is Emily inside the library?
エミリーは図書館の中にいますか？
Is David inside the gym?
デイビッドはジムの中にいますか？
Is Sophia inside the classroom?
ソフィアは教室の中にいますか？
Is Mark outside the park?
マークは公園の外にいますか？
Is Kevin outside the stadium?
ケビンはスタジアムの外にいますか？
Is Rachel outside the museum?
レイチェルは博物館の外にいますか？
Is Lauren outside the hospital?
ローレンは病院の外にいますか？
She was fun.
彼女は楽しかったです。
He was quiet.
彼は静かでした。
She was kind.
彼女は親切でした。
She was calm.
彼女は冷静でした。
She was wise.
彼女は賢明でした。
She was free.
彼女は自由でした。
He was strong.
彼は強かったです。
She was smart.
彼女はスマートでした。
He was gentle.
彼は優しかったです。
He was lovely.
彼は愛らしかったです。
She was brave.
彼女は勇敢でした。
He was humble.
彼は謙虚でした。
He was patient.
彼は我慢強かったです。
She was polite.
彼女は礼儀正しかったです。
He was amazing.
彼は素晴らしかったです。
He was amusing.
彼は楽しいものでした。
He was careful.
彼は注意深かったです。
She was smiling.
彼女は微笑んでいました。
He was creative.
彼は創造的でした。
He was positive.
彼は前向きでした。
She was hopeful.
彼女は希望を抱いていました。
She was charming.
彼女は魅力的でした。
She was excellent.
彼女は優れていました。
She was beautiful.
彼女は美しかったです。
She was intelligent.
彼女は知的でした。
He was understanding.
彼は理解していました。
Your TV was big.
あなたのテレビは大きかったです。
My friend's cat was cute.
私の友達の猫は可愛かったです。
His car was fast.
彼の車は速かったです。
The job was easy.
仕事は簡単でした。
The sky was clear.
空は晴れていました。
The bird was small.
鳥は小さかったです。
The ball was round.
ボールは丸かったです。
This chair was hard.
この椅子は硬かったです。
That door was closed.
そのドアは閉まっていました。
Your lamp was bright.
あなたのランプは明るかったです。
His glass was empty.
彼のグラスは空でした。
Your plate was clean.
あなたの皿はきれいでした。
My window was wide.
私の窓は広かったです。
The tissue was soft.
ティッシュは柔らかかったです。
Your laptop was light.
あなたのノートパソコンは軽かったです。
The weather was warm.
天気は暖かかったです。
His cell phone was new.
彼の携帯電話は新しかったです。
This trash can was full.
このゴミ箱はいっぱいでした。
That computer was useful.
そのコンピュータは役立ちました。
The chocolate was sweet.
チョコレートは甘かったです。
My bed was comfortable.
私のベッドは快適でした。
Your hairdryer was noisy.
あなたのヘアドライヤーはうるさかったです。
This dish was delicious.
この料理は美味しかったです。
This music was relaxing.
この音楽はリラックスできるものでした。
This movie was touching.
この映画は感動的でした。
Her book was interesting.
彼女の本は面白かったです。
She wasn't fun.
彼女は楽しくありませんでした。
He wasn't quiet.
彼は静かではありませんでした。
She wasn't kind.
彼女は親切ではありませんでした。
She wasn't calm.
彼女は冷静ではありませんでした。
She wasn't wise.
彼女は賢明ではありませんでした。
She wasn't free.
彼女は自由ではありませんでした。
He wasn't strong.
彼は強くありませんでした。
She wasn't smart.
彼女は賢くなかったです。
He wasn't gentle.
彼は優しくなかったです。
He wasn't lovely.
彼は愛らしくなかったです。
She wasn't brave.
彼女は勇敢ではなかったです。
He wasn't humble.
彼は謙虚ではありませんでした。
He wasn't patient.
彼は我慢強くなかったです。
She wasn't polite.
彼女は礼儀正しくありませんでした。
He wasn't amazing.
彼は素晴らしくなかったです。
He wasn't amusing.
彼は面白くなかったです。
He wasn't careful.
彼は注意深くなかったです。
She wasn't smiling.
彼女は微笑んでいませんでした。
He wasn't creative.
彼は創造的ではありませんでした。
He wasn't positive.
彼は前向きではありませんでした。
She wasn't hopeful.
彼女は希望を抱いてはいませんでした。
She wasn't charming.
彼女は魅力的ではありませんでした。
She wasn't excellent.
彼女は優れていませんでした。
She wasn't beautiful.
彼女は美しくなかったです。
She wasn't intelligent.
彼女は知的ではありませんでした。
He wasn't understanding.
彼は理解していませんでした。
Your TV wasn't big.
あなたのテレビは大きくなかったです。
My friend's cat wasn't cute.
私の友達の猫は可愛くなかったです。
His car wasn't fast.
彼の車は速くなかったです。
The job wasn't easy.
仕事は簡単ではなかったです。
The sky wasn't clear.
空は晴れていませんでした。
The bird wasn't small.
鳥は小さくなかったです。
The ball wasn't round.
ボールは丸くなかったです。
This chair wasn't hard.
この椅子は硬くなかったです。
That door wasn't closed.
そのドアは閉まっていませんでした。
Your lamp wasn't bright.
あなたのランプは明るくなかったです。
His glass wasn't empty.
彼のグラスは空ではなかったです。
Your plate wasn't clean.
あなたの皿はきれいではなかったです。
My window wasn't wide.
私の窓は広くなかったです。
The tissue wasn't soft.
ティッシュは柔らかくなかったです。
Your laptop wasn't light.
あなたのノートパソコンは軽くなかったです。
The weather wasn't warm.
天気は暖かくなかったです。
His cell phone wasn't new.
彼の携帯電話は新しくなかったです。
This trash can wasn't full.
このゴミ箱はいっぱいではありませんでした。
That computer wasn't useful.
そのコンピュータは役に立ちませんでした。
The chocolate wasn't sweet.
チョコレートは甘くなかったです。
My bed wasn't comfortable.
私のベッドは快適ではなかったです。
Your hairdryer wasn't noisy.
あなたのヘアドライヤーはうるさくなかったです。
This dish wasn't delicious.
この料理は美味しくなかったです。
This music wasn't relaxing.
この音楽はリラックスできるものではありませんでした。
This movie wasn't touching.
この映画は感動的ではありませんでした。
Her book wasn't interesting.
彼女の本は面白くありませんでした。
Was she fun?
彼女は楽しかったですか？
Was he quiet?
彼は静かでしたか？
Was she kind?
彼女は親切でしたか？
Was she calm?
彼女は冷静でしたか？
Was she wise?
彼女は賢明でしたか？
Was she free?
彼女は自由でしたか？
Was he strong?
彼は強かったですか？
Was she smart?
彼女は賢かったですか？
Was he gentle?
彼は優しかったですか？
Was he lovely?
彼は可愛らしかったですか？
Was she brave?
彼女は勇敢でしたか？
Was he humble?
彼は謙虚でしたか？
Was he patient?
彼は辛抱強かったですか？
Was she polite?
彼女は礼儀正しかったですか？
Was he amazing?
彼は素晴らしかったですか？
Was he amusing?
彼は楽しい人でしたか？
Was he careful?
彼は慎重でしたか？
Was she smiling?
彼女は微笑んでいましたか？
Was he creative?
彼は創造的でしたか？
Was he positive?
彼は前向きでしたか？
Was she hopeful?
彼女は希望に満ちていましたか？
Was she charming?
彼女は魅力的でしたか？
Was she excellent?
彼女は優れていましたか？
Was she beautiful?
彼女は美しかったですか？
Was she intelligent?
彼女は知的でしたか？
Was he understanding?
彼は理解していましたか？
Was your TV big?
あなたのテレビは大きかったですか？
Was my friend's cat cute?
私の友達の猫は可愛かったですか？
Was his car fast?
彼の車は速かったですか？
Was the job easy?
その仕事は簡単でしたか？
Was the sky clear?
空は晴れていましたか？
Was the bird small?
その鳥は小さかったですか？
Was the ball round?
そのボールは丸かったですか？
Was this chair hard?
この椅子は硬かったですか？
Was that door closed?
あのドアは閉まっていましたか？
Was your lamp bright?
あなたのランプは明るかったですか？
Was his glass empty?
彼のグラスは空でしたか？
Was your plate clean?
あなたの皿はきれいでしたか？
Was my window wide?
私の窓は広かったですか？
Was the tissue soft?
そのティッシュは柔らかかったですか？
Was your laptop light?
あなたのノートパソコンは軽かったですか？
Was the weather warm?
天気は暖かかったですか？
Was his cell phone new?
彼の携帯電話は新しかったですか？
Was this trash can full?
このゴミ箱はいっぱいでしたか？
Was that computer useful?
あのコンピュータは役立ちましたか？
Was the chocolate sweet?
そのチョコレートは甘かったですか？
Was my bed comfortable?
私のベッドは快適でしたか？
Was your hair dryer noisy?
あなたのヘアドライヤーはうるさかったですか？
Was this dish delicious?
この料理は美味しかったですか？
Was this music relaxing?
この音楽はリラックスできましたか？
Was this movie touching?
この映画は感動的でしたか？
Was her book interesting?
彼女の本は面白かったですか？
His ball was in the box.
彼のボールは箱の中にありました。
The banana was in the basket.
バナナはバスケットに入っていました。
My bed was in the bedroom.
私のベッドは寝室にありました。
His chair was in the living room.
彼の椅子はリビングルームにありました。
Her mirror was in the bathroom.
彼女の鏡はバスルームにありました。
The shirt was in the closet.
シャツはクローゼットにありました。
The table was in the dining room.
テーブルはダイニングルームにありました。
The water bottle was in the backpack.
水筒はバックパックの中にありました。
The smartwatch was on the wrist.
スマートウォッチは手首にありました。
His clock was on the wall.
彼の時計は壁にかかっていました。
Her book was on the shelf.
彼女の本は棚にありました。
Your laptop was near my phone.
あなたのノートパソコンは私の携帯電話の近くにありました。
The keyboard was on the desk.
キーボードは机にありました。
His computer was under the floor.
彼のコンピュータは床の下にありました。
The pen was under the book.
ペンは本の下にありました。
Your towel was under the bed.
あなたのタオルはベッドの下にありました。
The coat was under the hanger.
コートはハンガーの下にありました。
My wallet was under the chair.
私の財布は椅子の下にありました。
The camera was by the bag.
カメラはバッグのそばにありました。
My key was by the table.
私の鍵はテーブルのそばにありました。
The TV was by the sofa.
テレビはソファーのそばにありました。
The umbrella was by the entrance.
傘は入り口のそばにありました。
Her son was near the playroom.
彼女の息子はプレイルームの近くにいました。
Your glass was near the plate.
あなたのグラスはプレートの近くにありました。
Toto was here.
トトはここにいました。
She was somewhere.
彼女はどこかにいました。
She was there.
彼女はそこにいました。
She was in town.
彼女は町にいました。
He was in the room.
彼は部屋にいました。
Tom was in the kitchen.
トムはキッチンにいました。
Daniel was in the mountains.
ダニエルは山にいました。
Megan was under the bridge.
メーガンは橋の下にいました。
Olivia was by the pool.
オリビアはプールのそばにいました。
Emma was by the restaurant.
エマはレストランのそばにいました。
Lisa was near the garden.
リサは庭の近くにいました。
Andrew was near the store.
アンドリューは店の近くにいました。
John was near the office.
ジョンはオフィスの近くにいました。
He was at home.
彼は家にいました。
She was at school.
彼女は学校にいました。
Jessica was inside the cafe.
ジェシカはカフェの中にいました。
Chris was inside the cinema.
クリスは映画館の中にいました。
Emily was inside the library.
エミリーは図書館の中にいました。
David was inside the gym.
デイビッドはジムの中にいました。
Sophia was inside the classroom.
ソフィアは教室の中にいました。
Mark was outside the park.
マークは公園の外にいました。
Kevin was outside the stadium.
ケビンはスタジアムの外にいました。
Rachel was outside the museum.
レイチェルは博物館の外にいました。
Lauren was outside the hospital.
ローレンは病院の外にいました。
His ball wasn't in the box.
彼のボールは箱の中にありませんでした。
The banana wasn't in the basket.
バナナはバスケットに入っていませんでした。
My bed wasn't in the bedroom.
私のベッドは寝室にありませんでした。
His chair wasn't in the living room.
彼の椅子はリビングルームにありませんでした。
Her mirror wasn't in the bathroom.
彼女の鏡はバスルームにありませんでした。
The shirt wasn't in the closet.
シャツはクローゼットにありませんでした。
The table wasn't in the dining room.
テーブルはダイニングルームにありませんでした。
The water bottle wasn't in the backpack.
水筒はバックパックの中にありませんでした。
The smartwatch wasn't on the wrist.
スマートウォッチは手首にありませんでした。
His clock wasn't on the wall.
彼の時計は壁にかかっていませんでした。
Her book wasn't on the shelf.
彼女の本は棚にありませんでした。
Your laptop wasn't near my phone.
あなたのノートパソコンは私の携帯電話の近くにありませんでした。
The keyboard wasn't on the desk.
キーボードは机にありませんでした。
His computer wasn't under the floor.
彼のコンピュータは床の下にありませんでした。
The pen wasn't under the book.
ペンは本の下にありませんでした。
Your towel wasn't under the bed.
あなたのタオルはベッドの下にありませんでした。
The coat wasn't under the hanger.
コートはハンガーの下にありませんでした。
My wallet wasn't under the chair.
私の財布は椅子の下にありませんでした。
The camera wasn't by the bag.
カメラはバッグのそばにありませんでした。
My key wasn't by the table.
私の鍵はテーブルのそばにありませんでした。
The TV wasn't by the sofa.
テレビはソファーのそばにありませんでした。
The umbrella wasn't by the entrance.
傘は入り口のそばにありませんでした。
Her son wasn't near the playroom.
彼女の息子はプレイルームの近くにいませんでした。
Your glass wasn't near the plate.
あなたのグラスはプレートの近くにありませんでした。
Toto wasn't here.
トトはここにいませんでした。
She wasn't anywhere.
彼女はどこにもいませんでした。
She wasn't there.
彼女はそこにいませんでした。
She wasn't in town.
彼女は町にいませんでした。
He wasn't in the room.
彼は部屋にいませんでした。
Tom wasn't in the kitchen.
トムはキッチンにいませんでした。
Daniel wasn't in the mountains.
ダニエルは山にいませんでした。
Megan wasn't under the bridge.
メーガンは橋の下にいませんでした。
Olivia wasn't by the pool.
オリビアはプールのそばにいませんでした。
Emma wasn't by the restaurant.
エマはレストランのそばにいませんでした。
Lisa wasn't near the garden.
リサは庭の近くにいませんでした。
Andrew wasn't near the store.
アンドリューは店の近くにいませんでした。
John wasn't near the office.
ジョンはオフィスの近くにいませんでした。
He wasn't at home.
彼は家にいませんでした。
She wasn't at school.
彼女は学校にいませんでした。
Jessica wasn't inside the cafe.
ジェシカはカフェの中にいませんでした。
Chris wasn't inside the cinema.
クリスは映画館の中にいませんでした。
Emily wasn't inside the library.
エミリーは図書館の中にいませんでした。
David wasn't inside the gym.
デイビッドはジムの中にいませんでした。
Sophia wasn't inside the classroom.
ソフィアは教室の中にいませんでした。
Mark wasn't outside the park.
マークは公園の外にいませんでした。
Kevin wasn't outside the stadium.
ケビンはスタジアムの外にいませんでした。
Rachel wasn't outside the museum.
レイチェルは博物館の外にいませんでした。
Lauren wasn't outside the hospital.
ローレンは病院の外にいませんでした。
Was his ball in the box?
彼のボールは箱の中にありましたか？
Was the banana in the basket?
バナナはバスケットに入っていましたか？
Was my bed in the bedroom?
私のベッドは寝室にありましたか？
Was his chair in the living room?
彼の椅子はリビングルームにありましたか？
Was her mirror in the bathroom?
彼女の鏡はバスルームにありましたか？
Was the shirt in the closet?
シャツはクローゼットにありましたか？
Was the table in the dining room?
テーブルはダイニングルームにありましたか？
Was the water bottle in the backpack?
水筒はバックパックの中にありましたか？
Was the smartwatch on the wrist?
スマートウォッチは手首にありましたか？
Was his clock on the wall?
彼の時計は壁にかかっていましたか？
Was her book on the shelf?
彼女の本は棚にありましたか？
Was your laptop near my phone?
あなたのノートパソコンは私の携帯電話の近くにありましたか？
Was the keyboard on the desk?
キーボードは机にありましたか？
Was his computer under the floor?
彼のコンピュータは床の下にありましたか？
Was the pen under the book?
ペンは本の下にありましたか？
Was your towel under the bed?
あなたのタオルはベッドの下にありましたか？
Was the coat under the hanger?
コートはハンガーの下にありましたか？
Was my wallet under the chair?
私の財布は椅子の下にありましたか？
Was the camera by the bag?
カメラはバッグのそばにありましたか？
Was my key by the table?
私の鍵はテーブルのそばにありましたか？
Was the TV by the sofa?
テレビはソファーのそばにありましたか？
Was the umbrella by the entrance?
傘は入り口のそばにありましたか？
Was her son near the playroom?
彼女の息子はプレイルームの近くにいましたか？
Was your glass near the plate?
あなたのグラスはプレートの近くにありましたか？
Was Toto here?
トトはここにいましたか？
Was she somewhere?
彼女はどこかにいましたか？
Was she there?
彼女はそこにいましたか？
Was she in town?
彼女は街にいましたか？
Was he in the room?
彼は部屋にいましたか？
Was Tom in the kitchen?
トムはキッチンにいましたか？
Was Daniel in the mountains?
ダニエルは山にいましたか？
Was Megan under the bridge?
メーガンは橋の下にいましたか？
Was Olivia by the pool?
オリビアはプールのそばにいましたか？
Was Emma by the restaurant?
エマはレストランのそばにいましたか？
Was Lisa near the garden?
リサは庭の近くにいましたか？
Was Andrew near the store?
アンドリューは店の近くにいましたか？
Was John near the office?
ジョンはオフィスの近くにいましたか？
Was he at home?
彼は家にいましたか？
Was she at school?
彼女は学校にいましたか？
Was Jessica inside the cafe?
ジェシカはカフェの中にいましたか？
Was Chris inside the cinema?
クリスは映画館の中にいましたか？
Was Emily inside the library?
エミリーは図書館の中にいましたか？
Was David inside the gym?
デイビッドはジムの中にいましたか？
Was Sophia inside the classroom?
ソフィアは教室の中にいましたか？
Was Mark outside the park?
マークは公園の外にいましたか？
Was Kevin outside the stadium?
ケビンはスタジアムの外にいましたか？
Was Rachel outside the museum?
レイチェルは博物館の外にいましたか？
Was Lauren outside the hospital?
ローレンは病院の外にいましたか？お疲れ様でした。どうでしたか？最後は日本語に変換せずに意味が感じ取れたなら、もうあなたの脳に刷り込みが完了している証拠です。では、次の動画でお会いしましょう。